Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at this coming Thursday's fixture here from Fanny Bay, which will be the 7th of April. The meeting was originally scheduled for Friday the 8th of April, but due to the flight from Darwin to Alice Springs being sold out the following morning, we were forced to bring the meeting forward by a day. Had we not, we would not have been able to fly up to 7 riders from Darwin to Alice Springs for day one of the Cup Carnival there. With some 40 acceptors and 10 riders engaged for Darwin on Thursday, it is a very good meeting for this time of the year, with a number of top-end horses and trainers based in the Red Centre. With 3 9-horse fields expected, along with a couple of 6-horse lineups, it should be an excellent afternoon of racing. The first race of the 5-carded is timed to go at the mid to late afternoon time of 3:40 p.m, while the last is scheduled to jump at 5:54 p.m. In the first, the Lexus of Darwin Handicap, it's over the 1300 metres. My numbers are 1, 4 and 2. This is the 0 to 58, and going here with number 1, Looking For You, trained by Phil Cole. And good to see Stacey Callow, daughter of Noel Callow, of course, rode with great success in Victoria. Was a great rider overseas as well in Singapore, and now based in Queensland down on the Gold Coast. This is his daughter Stacey. She's only been riding a short time, claims the 3 kilograms, been making a really good fist of things in South Australia, having her first days riding in the top end. She's also going to ride in Alice Springs on Saturday. She takes them out on Looking For You, claims the 3 kilograms. Last 2 runs, or only 2 runs this campaign, Looking For You have been pretty good. Finished at the tail, first up behind Moddy Mert, then second up was a close-up third behind Alan Magnificence, a stablemate. Third up over the 1300 metres really suits this horse, and with that 3 kilo pull in the weights, takes the horse's weight to 56 kilos, looks hard to beat. One on top, to beat number 4, Southern Bolt, trained by Gary Lafoe. Paul Shires in the saddle. 2 runs back this campaign. Both been good efforts. Good run last time behind Razoo for third, and getting close to a winning turn, putting it in for second. And then for third, number 2, No Strings. Jared Todd aboard for Gary Clark. Good to see Toddy back in action. Missed the last weekend's racing here in the top end through suspension. And No Strings won his first 2 races here in Darwin, then down the track last time over 1600 metres. Drops back to 1300 metres. 1 start at that trip for a win. He's got to go in the mix. In the first, my numbers are 1, 4 and 2. The second, the Silks 421 Happy Hour Handicap, 0 to 76 over 1200. So our highest rated race of the day. Half a dozen horses engaged here. Tricky little race too, I found. 3, 5 and 4 my numbers. Going here with Moddy Mert. Just forget he went round last time. Got knocked over at the start and then never really got into the race at any stage last time behind Blue Ant, who's a rival again. Won 4 in a row prior to that, did Moddy Mert. Paul Denton resumes his association with this horse. Rode the horse in Alice Springs a while back before coming to Darwin, and I'd allow Moddy Mert another chance here. That last start effort was 1200, this 1200, but as I say, just best to forget that run. In for second, number 5, Blue Ant, was good winning that race. First out on the track for Tom Logan, and Sonia Wiseman goes aboard. Won on that occasion, beating Minnie Boom. Had to give 3 kilos in weight, or actually gained 3 kilos in weight last time from Moddy Mert. Now it's only down to 1 kilo. That could turn the tables in favour of Moddy Mert, but I've certainly got Blue Ant right in the mix. And then for third, number 4, Obligatory. Gary Clark trains, Jared Todd aboard. Only 3 starts back this campaign. A 5th first up, then a good win, then a good second the other day behind Trident. And of course, we saw Trident win just last Saturday in great style in Alice Springs, so that form's pretty good. Numbers in the second, 3, 5 and 4. The third's the Tab the Lock Handicap. Pretty good function that on the Tab app, the Lock. Use it myself a little bit. The benchmark 54 over the 1200 metres, a field of half a dozen here. Numbers 4, 5 and 2. Gary Lafoe really holds the key here. He has my top 2 selections, 4 Blue Jean Baby and 5 I'm a Puppet. 4 Blue Jean Baby, Paul Shires aboard. 2 seconds, her last 2. She's really knocking on the door, doesn't win out a turn, 2 wins from 24 starts. Going up and trip from the 1100 to the 1200, but that looks like it might suit her, and certainly those last 2 placed efforts have been really good, so I think she's primed to break through for a well-deserved win, number 4. Ahead of the stablemate number 5, I'm a Puppet. Paul Denton rides. First up for a long time on the 19th of March and finished 7th on that occasion, but should have derived plenty of improvement. As I say, hadn't raced for over 12 months, so like its chances here, I'm a puppet second up. And in for third, taking a bit of a stab here with number 2, Goose on the Roof. One of the better named horses in Darwin, trained of course by Chris Pollard. Jesse Philpott in the saddle, drawn the 1 gate. 5th at its only start here on the track. Its first start in its career, beaten by Zip Lane, and I just thought might be some improvement to come. So in the third, my numbers are 4, 5 and 2. The 4th, the Mindle Beach Casino Resort, the Trobus Handicap. This is the Class 2. It's over the sprint trip of 1,000 metres, and my numbers here are 2, 1 and 5. Going here with the Gary Clark trained Chief Mondo, Jared Todd, of course, in the saddle. Only had the 1 start in Darwin. That was a 5th placing behind El Magnificence on the 19th of March. Didn't do a bad job. I thought looked a little bit under pressure coming to the home turn, but whacked away not bad to run 5th. I think with that run under the belt can take a power of beating here. Number 2, to beat number 1, Euphigenia, trained by Emma Steele, Adam Nichols in the saddle. Another one having its 2nd start on the track. First up, 5th behind Turnstar in Class 2 Company. Same company again, was pretty good. Beaten 4.3 lengths. Must be hard to beat here. And in for third, number 5, Koa. Sonia Wiseman aboard for Pete Stennett. Last raced here on the 4th of March. Finished 4th behind Don't Wait. That's pretty good form for a race like this. Then was a late scratching the next time it ran. Actually completed the course, but was deemed a non-runner by stewards. So put Koa in the mix. I think he'll go a good race. My numbers in the 4th, 2, 1 and 5. And in the last, the Ladbroke's Easy Form Handicap. This one over the mile, the 0 to 64. And a pretty good lineup here. Half a dozen, no, there's 10 acceptors here. Might only be 9 go round. 6, 1 and 3 the numbers. 6 on top here, Floriat Pika for Phil Cole. Wayne Davis aboard. Liked the way it hit the line the other day behind Don't Wait. Certainly ran on well. That was over 1,300 metres. Has won at this trip twice before of 1,600. So thought it was a good each way prospect here. Number 6 ahead of number 1. The very much in form Against the Tide. Comes off a last start win over this trip. Adam Nichols for Emma Steele. Really consistent 6-year-old is Against the Tide. Can't leave him out. And in for third, number 3, My Tradition. Chris Pollard trains, Jess Philpott aboard. Third, 2 starts back in the St Pat's Cup behind Count of Essex, and then third the other day behind the very 2 smart conveyances, Budget King and I Am the Fox, both trained by Gary Lafoe, of course. That was a 3-horse race. He was third, My Tradition, but only beaten 6.8. I've put him in to run third. 6, 1 and 3 in the last. Best bet of the day, race 3, number 4. She deserves to win a race, Blue Jean Baby. Doesn't win out of turn, you'll get a go baby if she hits the line first. Of course, a shareholder in the horse is our commentator Craig Sant. So good luck to Santi and his partners in Blue Jean Baby. Race 3, number 4. Well, the best roughie is in the first, race 1, number 3, Precautionary. Just forget its last start, was never on the track. Race 1, number 3, Precautionary. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again same time next week in advance of our pre-Easter meeting, which is another Thursday, and that, of course, is the 14th of April before the long weekend. And until then, good luck and good punting.